This is the Iron Trader, and it is Hump Day, which means it is Crude Day. Now, the API report came out last night, and what we had here is on crude, you had a build of 1.3 million. On gasoline, you had a build of 0.2 million. Distillates, you had a draw of 1 million. And Cushing, you had a build of 1.1 million. Now, that's pretty standard for this time of the year here. But just remember, the key is going to be this OPEC meeting here on November 26th. Keep that in mind. Now, also today here, the CPI report was yesterday at 8:30, and today we have the PPI report here, which is going to measure another segment of inflation here. So yesterday, the market just ripped up, and I noticed that retail here today is also ripping up much higher. Target had good numbers. TJ Maxx had good numbers here. So we could have a really nice rally here, and if it does, crude oil here and natty gas, this could all follow right in here to the end of the year. All right, so as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natty gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have the crude oil, your daily, your weekly, and your monthly chart. Let's take a look here on the daily first. Okay, what do we have here? Well, yesterday, you put in a pretty good sized topping tail, and so far today we have a lower low. Now, yesterday's high, okay, was 79.77. Your resistance here was 80.10. Now, just remember on resistance in sport, it doesn't have to go exactly right to that. You know what I'm saying? Just because the resistance is 80.10 doesn't mean it has to go 80.10. Okay, but anyway, it got right up to the area, and then it just pulled right on back. And today we have a lower low. So now what we want to do here, let's look at the downside first. So what we want to do first is look at this 8 SMA, 77.66. So far, it's holding up here. Okay, so far it's holding up here. Now, if you look at this candle here, it's not really a good one, but this could be a possible bull flag here building as long as it holds this 8 SMA here. If that's lost, then it negates the pattern. So you want to look at that 77.66 here, which lines up very nice here with this 77.73 here. But that is going to be key. If that's lost, then we come to the top of this candle here. You're looking at 77.16. And then we come here to this one here. You're looking at 76.21. Then we follow this down 75.31, 75.21. And then your big retest here is 74.91. Now, this is all based on if that 8 SMA here is lost. Now, this 74.91, if that is lost here, then we want to come over here to this 200-day here. You're looking at 73.27. That is your 200-day here on your monthly chart. That would be your target only if this 74.91 is lost. And then again, if that is lost here, then what we'll do is we're looking here at this 70.06. Now, there is support in between all this here, but this is going to be your big target. Okay, when you look at the SMAs here, those are your key resistance levels, your 8, your 21, your 50, your 100, and your 200. Those are your key. Your candlesticks are just support and resistance, and same way with the closing numbers. So you want to look at that 73.27 and then 70.06. If that's lost there, you could come down here to this 50-day at 68.81, and you could probably even get down to this retest here at 63.64. That's if this thing just cratered, right on down here. Now, when you look at your RSI here, well, you got plenty of room in both directions here. Your MACD is still a bearish here. Your green is below your red, but it's trying to work it like a circus monkey. If it can get a back above this, then you can push that price up higher. Now, here on your MACD, here on your weekly chart, that's definitely bearish. Your green is over your red, but that doesn't mean it can't curl right back up here. But always watch these here. Sometimes you have a tail because you get like a negative divergence here, and that always seems to be working out really good. Okay, so let's just look at the upside. Okay, so you want to look here at this key level here, which is going to be this 200 SMA. Okay, this is going to be key. Okay, so you're looking at 78.18. If you can get and close back above that here, okay, this one lines up very, very nice here with this 50 SMA here. Okay, so this is 78.23. So you want to look this 70.18, close above that and above this key 50-day. Okay, at 78.23. Then what you can do is then you can rally up here. Then you want to look here at this 8 SMA here on the monthly chart. That's 78.77. So those are going to be your upside targets. And then we want to look at, obviously, at yesterday's high. That's 79.77. Okay, that is going to be very, very key. But so far today, we just have a lower low here, but it's still an indecision candle like we have here on the weekly. See, this is an indecision candle here so far. But then we got a couple more days, 3 more days here to go to see how that's all going to shake out. But again, there's that key level, that 74.91, which is right here. If that's lost, then we come to this 200-day here. Then we come to this 200-day here, and then possibly even down to that 63.64. But we're just going to see how this plays out here. So today, you want to watch this key here, 200 SMA here, right around that 70.18, and then we want to watch this key 50 SMA here, and then you want to watch this key 8 SMA at 78.76. Now, again, and then yesterday's high, 79.77. If you can get above, then we look here to the bottom of this candle, which is that 80.10. Look to the bottom of this candle, that's 80.66. And then to the top of this candle here at 81.05. And then we start coming in here to this 21-day. Okay, so you can see how the 21-day has fallen down here also here. So even if this rallies up, it probably isn't going to go up too far, okay? But anyway, watch that 81.80. And then we have your 100-day at 82.05. And then we have your 82.34 here. So there is a lot of resistance above here, okay? You got your 200, your 50-day here, your 21-day, your 100-day, another 21-day. And then you have this 8-day, which is rolling down at 83.87 here. So obviously, if something would happen, some kind of a catalyst, and this would get all above that, well, then we can follow these candlesticks all the way up. But your target is going to be right here, your 85.54. Anything above that, there's your target right there, 89.85. So it's pretty simple, but don't look for the 89.85 anytime soon here. Way too much resistance here ahead of all of us here. Take one level at a time. Okay, so let's take a look here and see what natty gas is doing. All right, here we have natty gas, your hourly and your 4-hour chart. Now, yesterday, I was pointing out this series of lower lows here. Then we had a nice higher low. That was your buying opportunity, gapped up, and then just ran right on up here. And right here, this 200-day, see that? That's your selling opportunity. Okay, even when it came back down and tried to retest it, it couldn't get through that 200 SMA, and you put in a lower high. Never good. Now we see what it's going to do here if this can rally up here. So when you look at this candle right here, okay, it ran up here, but it's got to go over that 200. Okay, that is key. This is why you trade the charts. So on the upside, you have to watch that 3.20. If you can get above that, then we come to the top of this candle right here. Okay, looking at 3.23, and then you can have your retest up here at 3.26. But it's all going to be based on if you can get above and close above this key 200 SMA. Now, on the downside, you want to watch this 50-day, 3.17. Your 8-day is curling up really, really nice here. So you want to watch that at 3.13. And then you have 3.12 here. Now, you notice that when it sold off yesterday, got all the way down to 3.07. And this is your support level right here, okay? 3.06. See, this is why I always say watch the gaps and fill. It doesn't have to fill the gap on every time. But if you notice, see, that is your support level. And where did it go? 307. And then bottom of this here, 3.061. See, you held that key support level here. See, so always watching gaps and the fills. Okay, so if that gap was lost, then you'd come over here to the fill. That would be the next support, and then you could come all the way down here. So always keep that in mind. Now, let's take a look at the 4-hour here. Well, 4-hour here is looking good, but you got to get above this key price channel. Okay, that is going to be key. Okay, 3.26. If you can get rally above that, then you look at this gap. Okay, so what you have, 3.40, and then come to the bottom here at 3.47. You gap your fill. Now, it doesn't have to go right to the fill. If it can get above here, it can go just right to this gap here, and then maybe rally up to the fill. Just like it did here, it held the gap, and then, I say, the next level would be the fill. All right, let's take a look here on a daily and a weekly. Okay, here we have your daily and your weekly. Now, I just bigged it up a little bit here. It sold off really nice and then right into that key 50-day. That was your time to say, as long as it held that, take the trade. Now, where did it go? It went right into the 8 SMA. All right, now yesterday it went a little bit higher, but you had a higher high and a higher low, okay, but it just couldn't hold above that. Now look at today's candle, okay? So right now the price is sitting at real time 3.17. This 8 SMA here is sitting at 3.14. So basically you are above this 8 SMA. See, now it doesn't, see how this 8 SMA here is going? It doesn't mean that it can't come down here and roll right back up here again very, very easily. But if you look at this candle right here, okay, where did it go today? Right into the 21 day. See, this is why you want to trade these charts. Okay, so what you want to do here is we want to look at this key 8 SMA here for resistance. This is sitting at 3.18. Very, very crucial. If that can get above that, then we come here to this 21 SMA, 3.195. Then you always want to look to yesterday's high. Okay, so you're looking at 3.26. And then we can come up to this candle here, 3.29. And then we have that gap. There's your 3.40. That would be your first target. If that exceeds that, then we can look at the fill right here. Okay, so you look at the low, 3.45. If it exceeds that, then we come to this candle here, 3.52, 3.57, 3.60, 3.63, 3.64. A breakout above that 3.64, it's your 200 SMA here. Very, very easy, 3.80. That is going to be your big target here. But that doesn't mean anything unless you can get above and close above this key 21 SMA. See where this this candle here ran right on up here, but you notice it didn't close above that 8 SMA. And the next day it rallied up here and it came right on down. So are we going to have some sideways action here, or is it going to break back above here? Now, on the downside here, we'll always watch the previous candle's low. So you're looking at 3.08. Then we want to look at today's level, 3.07. And then we want to watch this key right here, 3.029. That is going to be very, very key. However, even if it comes down there, you can see that, see? Low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. And even if it comes down here, it'd still be a higher low, and the pattern is still very much intact for a bullish. Now, again, if it loses that 50-day, well, then we come down to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 2.98 here. Then we can come over to this 50-day here. You're looking at 2.91. And then we have right here this 2.86, which lines up pretty nice here with this 100 SMA here at 2.84. That would be your basically your big target. If that's lost, we come to this candle right here. This is your 2.82. There's your gap. 2.78, there's your fill. Gap, fill. That's going to be good support levels. But we have all this here, this 50-day here, this 50 SMA here. You have your price channel, you have your 100-day. So if this comes down here, this could also be a very good buying opportunity. But again, so today you want to watch actually it's probably 3 key levels here. You want to watch this 50 SMA here, you want to watch this 8 SMA here, and you want to watch your 21 SMA. Now, the scalping in this has been just phenomenal here yesterday. I mean, yesterday I scalped the cold there. I scalped the UNG. So that's all been working out real good. It can also do a boil if you want a little bit more juice. BOIL here on the long side. But let's just all shake out here today. Remember, the numbers for natty gas will be out on Thursday at 10:30 as usual. So again, just quick review. 50-day, your 8 SMA here, and your 21 SMA. See how that goes. It might just be a quiet day. It could be just sideways action. All right, that's all I got for you now. I'll have more for you later today after the pit close here on the crude and natural gas. And thanks for watching.